Well, very few entrepreneurs are as well qualified as you are. On the side, I must mention, recently we had a family visiting from the US, and the child, small child, born in India but being brought up in US. And she's a child who wants to get into the Ivy League colleges for studies. I was introduced to her by saying that this uncle has gone to Ivy League in India, IIT and IIM. They have been to these two institutions, which is a dream for anybody in India especially. So we have different types of training, environment, the type of people we interacted with. How much of that experience helped you in this journey to provide independence or create independence at work at Pinnacle Information Solutions?
I'm glad that's a very interesting question. A lot of times I think about it, that how has IIT and IIM contributed. I think they had slightly different contribution to making me as an entrepreneur. IIT gave us the confidence.
You said it.
Right? Because after class 12, like till class 12, you are in your city, right? So
you are nearly normally top of the class.
Normally top of the class. So, but you always think, oh my God! I mean, we are a small speck in the whole of the country. So IIT, when you get into IIT, and that's like boosts your confidence. That yes, you can do it.
If I get to IIT, I can do anything.
I can do anything. And when you go to IIT and when you work and study with those great friends and seniors, you get a totally new perspective to success, right? And you see different people, how they have achieved success. You meet, there are so many qualities that you learn. IIT not only gives you academic excellence, but it teaches you teamwork. It teaches you how you can collaborate. Every activity that you used to have.
Adjust to the hostel food.
Adjust to the hostel food. To different type of people, right? I mean, there are people with different temperaments, different. The whole country. It's at IIT you have people from every part of the country, right? Every state,
from different social strata.
So, you understand that, so it builds you a lot of confidence. Of course, it gives you the analytical skills, the engineering. It gives you a lot of skills to evaluate options, situations. I think that was the biggest contribution from IIT. At IIM, they teach you how to do business. You are exposed to finance, you are exposed to HR, you are exposed to operations, you are exposed to marketing. So you are exposed to international economics. So I think it broadens your horizon.
Right.
It tells you that to run an organization, what are the other role of every person in that organization? What is the role of HR manager, the organizational behavior, the organizational structure, the organizational culture? That is what it teaches you. It gives you the tools, whether it's finance or marketing. It gives you the tools to approach any problem in the right way. I think the case studies at IIMs were fantastic. Like they put you in a situation and then you analyze that how to take decisions, right? So not only it gives you tools and tackles, but it also teaches you how to analyze a situation and how to proceed with that, how to take people along with you. So I think these two educations were wonderful.
True. In fact, we are talking about independence at work. So I graduated from IIM Calcutta in 1987, so that makes it around 36 years that I have been out of campus. And my experience suggests that as a senior, as an entrepreneur, even if you are willing to provide independence at work, every team member is not willing to accept independence at work. Do you agree with me?
Absolutely. It's a struggle to make people independent, right?
So how do you identify whom to give independence and whom not to give independence? This is something which everybody who's listening to this conversation would be eagerly awaiting on this answer.
I agree. If you have the talent to do that, you are going to be successful, because it's all about getting the right people at the right place. The whole organizational success depends on that, especially when you are trying to scale up and become global. So in our company, again, you have to spot those people who are willing to differ, whenever we have discussions, right? And I really like people who are willing to bring another perspective on the table, another option on the table, right? And they have the courage to do that.
That's more important.
And also there are some people who are willing to take risks in life, right? They are willing to differ, they are willing to take that extra initiative to do something in the company. And these are the people, and you have to create an atmosphere, culture in the organization where people can grow, and I let them fall. I mean, see, you made a mistake, we lost some money, we lost some time, fine. Nobody in the world has been able to, succeed in the first attempt. So this is the culture that you need to bring in the organization, that we have to make failures, right? I mean, and you learn from those failures. So I think I've been lucky that, because now we are spread out across the global arena. So we get people with those kind of backgrounds, with those kind of expertise, and it really makes, a pleasure to interact with them and talk to them.
In fact, I must say that senior people who we must be hiring laterally with, I'm sure, a fancy compensation package and with a lot of expectations. The very purpose of hiring such people will be defeated unless you give them independence.
Absolutely. I mean, I would be stupid if let's say, if I hire an architect and start designing my house. So I'm paying him the money.
Right.
So again, it was not easy to accept that, because you are a self-made person. So you always try to poke your nose. I remember when our architects, even the grill in the window, I used to say, no, it should look like that. But then I realized that the architects have a vision, right? They can see how the building will look like when it is completed, right? So it's a process of evolution. It doesn't happen in a day, right? I come from a family where where so much independence was not there in the decision making, and over the time we realized that the different functional experts, different regional experts, they have a role to play. They bring the perspective, and you need that if you want to grow in the world.